What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to talk about AMC, GME as well as the broader market. So AMC was down for 4.05% for the day. It had a high of $25.97. The average volume on AMC is around 55.90 million, but today's volume was around 88.13 million. So the volume definitely did go down since the last couple of days. Now if the momentum dies down like this, definitely the stock price is going to go down a little bit more further. But something happened in the aftermarket. In the aftermarket, AMC is going up slight bit. It's up almost 5% just on the news that came out from the GameStop that there will be a stock split in GME in the form of a dividend. So now when we come over to the GME, it was down for 0.16% for the day. It had a high of $193.88. So there is a quite a volatility that's happening in the GameStop right now. The average volume on GME is around 4.65 million, but today's volume was around 10.62 million. So like I said in my previous video as well, the volume in GME is quite consistent. It's definitely a pretty good volume for some sort of upward momentum into the stock. Even the options flow for GME is extremely bullish. But today in the aftermarket, we had this news of the stock split, and the GME stock has already gone up 16.30% in the aftermarket. Now, this kind of a volatility that we are experiencing in GameStop and the price action that we are seeing in the aftermarket, you cannot expect that this might be sustainable. Maybe till the market open, we can go down back to where we are right now. But you never know, it can go both the ways. But the market maker and the Wall Street are definitely eyeing on what is the momentum that's happening in GameStop. Now, when we come over to the SPY was down for 1.54% for the day. It had a high of $458.76. Now, as we know, there is no good news in the market towards the overall sentiment towards the market. Now, we had some pretty bearish options flow coming in a couple of days back because there is a slight bit gap that is coming in the SPY chart. So there was this slight bit of a gap that was coming into the chart of SPY. The market maker has definitely filled the gap up now, and we might experience some sort of upward momentum from here onwards. Until how long this will keep going on, we have no idea, but it's definitely for sure that we're gonna have a catastrophic event at the end of it. When all these bull run will come to an end, we might go into the bear market for years. Now let's come over to the options flow for the AMC. Now, by looking at the options flow, I can tell you there were some YOLO call bets that were coming into AMC. A lot of individuals were buying call option, which is going to expire in a very short expiration day. These were this $25 call option that these individuals were buying, and they were buying 500 contracts. It's a lot of money they are betting that the AMC is going to go up from here on. But there was this $31 call option that's going to expire in 7 days, and this guy was buying 5,562 contracts. So there were a lot of bullish sentiment coming towards the stock. A lot of individuals are betting that the AMC is going to go up in a very short period of time. Now, when I look at the chart, you can see it for yourself. The call to put ratio, definitely the call is way too much heavier than the put ratio. So a lot of people are betting that the stock is going to go up from here onwards. Now, when I bring up the premium to max, there were not any big whale that came in and buying a lot of call option or put options into AMC. Now let's come over to the options flow for GME. Now when I increase the premium to max and see what the whale was betting today, there was this $170 call option that came in, and that's going to expire in 13 days. And he bought this call option around $168.01, and he was betting 1.69 million on it. He bought 1,000 contracts. It was nothing utterly suspicious, but definitely someone could have known what was about to happen in the GameStop. Now, when I look at the rest of the options flow, I can see there were a lot of put buying also happening. Now, nobody was actually expecting something like that coming out of the GameStop regarding stock splits that's going to happen in the GME. That's what created this slight bit of squeeze that we are experiencing in the aftermarket. The rest, there was nothing suspicious that came out of the options flow for the GameStop. Now let's come over to the options flow for the SPY. By looking at the options flow for the SPY, I can tell you a lot of individuals are onto the downside. Now this options flow has completely changed. A lot of individuals are betting huge amount of money to the downside of the SPY. Now when I look at the chart, you can see the put to call ratio. There are a lot of puts that are coming into the SPY now. The investors are having their conviction that the SPY is going to go down from here onwards. Now anything can happen. We know that the market is manipulated. it's very hard to predict which side it's going to go. As we knew, after the Fed meeting, we were supposed to be going down on the market, but we went up. Now, after a few days of going upward momentum, a lot of investors were still not convinced that this is going to keep going up. Now, a lot of individuals are buying a put option. They are betting that the SPY is going to go down, but you never know. I personally believe that the SPY might hit all-time high. The rest, there was nothing utterly suspicious coming out of the options flow for the SPY. There were few bets that were extremely massive. There was this $410 put option that came in that's going to expire in 105 days. This individual is paying 9.96 million for it and he's buying 13,500 contracts. There was this $409 put option that's going to expire in 182 days and he's buying 8,000 contracts and he's paying $10.2 million for it. These were the only two huge bet that came in. There was this $8.85 million bet as well. That's a $460 put option. This individual is giving a 49 days expiration into it. These are 7,000 contracts. There was this put option that came in right after the market closed. It was $460 put option that's going to expire in 13 days. This individual was paying $10.1 million for it and he's buying 10,000 contracts. This is very confusing if you are playing weekly options or even if you are betting where the SPY is going to go from here onwards. You just have to wait and see how this is going to play out. Hope so you like my video. Please like and subscribe my channel and I'm going to see you in the next one. Cheers.